I don't know. It's been 9 years, and he has put me through a lot. So if Hollywood decides he wants to mess up again, I'm out.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Talking to you guys about Put a Ring on It. Dealing with Hollywood and Ashley, and we're going to deal with a scenario where where he went on a date and deal with the aftermath of the date, because there's some really good things in there and some gems that we really can talk about and really help with you guys' relationships as well. Guys, as always, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, you click on the bell button for a notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returning as well, you got the minerals, yo, got the minerals. All right, cool, yeah. Listen, don't forget, grab your merchandise, send them back to the manufacturer. When it ain't working, send them back where? Manufacturer. Mineral gang, let's get into it as well. All right, so this particular scene, obviously, oh, my ear. In this particular part of the scene, we see Hollywood go on his date. And what was really interesting is that Hollywood and Ashley carry the same energy. Okay, remember I told you about their fears in the first part of this thing. Their fears manifest almost similarly in some same ways, but also in different ways, right? In this particular scene, it manifests itself in the same way. So Hollywood's gone on his date. He's getting himself ready, just like she was. There was excitement on his face.
You happy?
But I'm always happy.
No, you happy to be going on this date.
Just knowing that I'm about to go on another date with another chick and I ain't cheating.
Right? He's excited. He's ironing his shirt. And her first kind of comment was, "You're so excited about this date, rah, 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 rah," right? But at that point, she's carrying the same energy he was carrying, because the exact same way he felt when she was getting excited about going on her date. Okay? And so naturally, as human beings, we get jealous. All right, we get jealous. The Bible says even God is a jealous God. He doesn't want us with any other God. You know what I'm saying? I have no other gods but you. You understand? I got one God, and so He's also a jealous God. He says we are a precarious. We're a special set of people. You understand? So we are His bride. Look at it this way. So I'm going to explain it so you understand this. We are His bride. If the bride is out here doing things with other men, it's a problem. Of course it would. Wouldn't you be jealous if your bride or your groom was moving mad with somebody else? So the exact same way, naturally as human beings, we feel jealous. Okay, when we feel like someone else is getting closer to someone else, because we feel like we don't want them to have a better connection, we don't want them to fall in love, we don't want them to like that person more than they like us, because we want to feel special and be the only type of person in your life.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Come on, man.
You think so?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be hard.
Don't.
Let me see.
Don't. Man, come on,
I'm
man.
not going to mess it up.
Okay, and that goes for everybody, men and women. Okay, and so they're carrying the same energy because they're human beings. Number one. Number two, they spend a lot of time around each other. So her same comment about, you look happy, exact same thing he said. It's because they share the same kind of traits. Now, it's interesting because I think later on she said something which is later on we'll deal with that as well. She said, "Don't compare me," right? But it was really interesting because at the time when she said it, he said the exact same thing earlier on the first episode. Okay, don't compare me. And she's like, all right, cool. All right. And then the same thing he goes to do, he goes to compare her. But I thought it was a nice compliment. He said, listen, when I saw her, I didn't feel like I had that connection like I had with you. And I felt like she maybe blocked that compliment there because she felt like it's cheap. And when I say cheap, as in, I need to see action. The compliments are nice. The words are nice, but give me action, which is what? Just to listen. But we'll get onto that at another time. And I really think it's interesting because, like I said, this scenario is that the man is in a perfect place. He's not cheating, but he's allowed to date. So he's allowed to be free, talk to another girl in a open manner, which is with a progressive kind of mindset that this could potentially progress further. He's allowed to have that mindset. Whereas beforehand, if this was in real life, this would be considered cheating, right? You go out with another girl with the intention that you want to try and get to know her more than a friend. You say, I'm just a friend. You know what I mean? Then this will be an issue. And so it's almost like the perfect storm for both parties to be able to really test waters without really breaking the trust of the relationship, so far as they don't go and kiss and touch and But it's a perfect storm in a sense, right? But what was really interesting I wanted to talk about was Ashley's territorial marking. Oh, she was peeing all over the territory, cuz.
Let me see.
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna mess it up. I'm making it chill.
I'm just saying, you trying to sabotage, you getting me a wrinkle and right?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Very similar to how Hollywood in the first episode went up to the big dude, said, obviously, you know, my guy, you know, treat her nice, be respectful, blah, 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 da, 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 da. Ashley does something which is really interesting. You see, women, when they're marking territory, okay, especially when they sense other lionesses are around, okay, they get really touchy-feely. I don't know if you noticed, yeah? When they want to mark their territory, become touchy-feely. Man, then when they get territorial, they actually try to mark the area around the girl, yeah? And so with Ashley, she did something really interesting. She began to start touching his face, right? She was like, she began touching this beard and saying, oh, it's soft, that's so soft, da 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 da. Sis, you know the beard is soft. You know it's been soft. You understand? Like, she was gonna, like, it's a surprise. And a reason why is because she's marking territory, right? She's like, oh, and almost like, I don't know if she was trying to test herself to see if she was gonna feel something. As much as she said later on that, you know, she doesn't mind him going on a date, I know she felt something. I know she felt a certain way. Sis, I know you did, because she was marking territory. Your body language here was you allowing yourself to mark territory, to make sure that you reminded him of who he's with, okay? And then she was like, oh, come on, give me a kiss. Now, sis, if you ain't marking territory, I don't know why you're saying come and give me a kiss. If you don't mind him going on a date completely, I wouldn't be asking for a kiss.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Did I do all this on you? Yeah. But don't.
I have mentally prepared myself to not really get upset when he's getting ready for the date, but
yeah, you asking for a kiss to mark your territory again. You're marking up him physically to let him know again, right? And so, in fact, when he even went for the kiss, and I was like, whoa, what's happening here, Ashley? Like, why? She's getting frustrated. Why is she getting frustrated? Because even though she said, oh, you know, I'm happy that he went on a date, or I don't feel it as much, a lot of her does. It cares. You know, it cares because you've just literally asked for a kiss. He's come for a kiss. You put his hand in the face. Yeah, that shows me a dualistic feelings you're having at the moment. You're having a paradoxal moment. You want the kiss, and then as soon as he opts for the kiss, you put your hand in his face. That tells me you're feeling turmoil within your mind. There's a part of you that says, go on your date. I don't care. Rah, 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 rah. But the other part of you say, listen, no. Am I going to lose everything that I've worked for? 8 years I've put into this thing, and I'm just going to lose you to go on a date with another girl. Another girl's going to take you away from what I've been putting into. Oh, hell no. You just want to go. And then, do you know what I'm saying? There's this paradox that's happening within the mind. Turmoil, right? And then she mentioned something which is really interesting, and I'm not going to say it is. I'm just going to say it woke me up a little bit. She said, if Hollywood messes up again, she's out. Now, messes up in what way? Because if he messes up again, what do you mean? Because he's going out. You know what I mean? This is not about now the emotions or listening or anything like that. If he messes up again, and I said, oh, has he cheated in the past? You know, I can't remember if they did admit that or whatever. But that will be a big issue. That will be a big point in contention in your relationship. If someone's cheated in the past, that can really feel some type of way.
it's been 9 years and he has put me through a lot. So if Hollywood decides he wants to mess up again, I'm out.
You know what I'm saying? Because messing up again, the words again mean that it's happened before. And so I don't know if that is something that is also playing on her mind as well. It could be. I don't know. And so, funny enough, when he starts complaining about the fact that, you know, she was doing too much, it's interesting because he was doing too much, right? Again, like I keep telling you guys, same energy, because they're the same kind of person, same energy, you know. And so when he went on an actual date, I found, you know what, he was more free than she was, right? We heard from her in a confessional that he was a good-looking guy, right? Now he actually tells the girl,
You're very beautiful.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm trying to keep my eyes up because, you know, the goal right now.
you're a good-looking girl. And see the difference here. The woman decided she's going to say that in a confessional, which means it's behind the scene. He says it directly to the girl's face. Playing two different games here at this moment, yeah? He's dropping that you're pretty, and I'm trying to keep my eyes up, right? So this is an ego boost for Hollywood, right? Because for him, it's like, I need to try and see if I still got it. It's been 8 years. He knows he still got it. You know because you see your Instagram post. I look at his Instagram. I see it, half naked photos. You think you're doing half naked photos because people are not liking. You're doing half naked photos because you know people like it. You understand? Like you're not unaware of the attention you're gonna get. It's not guys liking the photos. I can look at the photos and go, he's got a good body. I ain't about to like it, bro. It's not guys liking those kind of photos, guy. It's girls. So you don't even need an ego boost. You already know these girls are after you. You already know the girls like you. You already know the girls will be waiting in the wings. You understand? But what you're saying here is that you wanted to play the game the way she did. You felt hurt by what she did, didn't it? Let's be honest, Hollywood. You felt hurt, innit? You wanted to get her back a little bit, show her that, listen, she's losing something great, innit? You wanted to show her that, listen, you're losing something great. Because you were never going to do nothing, but you had to show her. I felt like that energy was a little bit there. You had to show and let her know, innit? That's not to say that she didn't do the exact same thing. I'm not going to say that either, you know? Because I believe that she also wanted this date thing to happen and make sure that you understood that I want change. Right? So she wants change. The reason why she wanted the date, you want her to see that, listen, you're trying and that you want her, right? And to make her feel like, listen, you're lucky to be with me. Trust me. You understand? Nobody slings the D like I do, bro. You know what I mean? And I feel like I can play through. So when he asked some questions, it was interesting. He asked some questions about, are you crazy? That's why you're single. And I was like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, blood, that is such a juvenile question.
You crazy, huh?
No.
No, it's too crazy. This is the crazy one.
But I think it has intention. And the intention is, I think he likes crazy gal. I really do. I think he likes crazy gal. I think he likes the excitement of the girl feeling crazy over him, right? And the reason why I say that is because of the way that he interacts with Ashley, and I feel there's almost like this need to feel wanted, right? That's why the 0 goes to 100, right? When you get angry and frustrated when she's explaining how she's feeling. Right, because you feel nervous and scared that what she's saying to you is, I want to leave, when actually she's not saying that. But you're hearing, I want to leave. And so you need a girl that's going to be crazy over you, right? So that she sticks around. Fear of abandonment. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it true. You got me? It actually is an underhanded compliment. When you say to someone, you're so beautiful, like, why are you single? Is it because you're crazy? It's actually an underhanded compliment. You know, why is it that when she's beautiful that she has to be in a relationship? Why can't she be content in the place that she's in? You know, I'm not saying that that's always the case, but I'm saying, why couldn't she be? Why do we ask a question like that? It's a baited question. You guys always know what I'm talking about. Baited questions are to bring about to bring knowledge out of the person, right? And sometimes it's not for them, it's for you to understand something, you know, and to get a gist of where they stand. Yeah. And so, you know, when he comes home and they had a discussion with the missus, it's interesting because the conversation that they have, he actually states obviously that, you know, he met this girl and she wasn't like her, like he wasn't like Ashley. He didn't get that buzz, you know, and I appreciate that. I said, that's real, sir. I appreciate that. You came back, you said, I'm not going to make it long for you. I'm going to be honest with you. She was a good looking bird. She was cool, but actually, she weren't like you. I'll be honest with you. She weren't matching your caliber, your standard. And so that to me showed me that you cared, bro. That showed me that, bro, as well. You didn't want to drag it out, etc., etc. And I think you wanted to kind of just say to her as well, look, when you went and you were trying to explain to me, I don't want to hear.
She was pretty.
Okay.
But it wasn't like when I saw you and I was like, damn, I want that.
You ain't gotta compare me.
I'm not comparing you, but I'm giving you.
Hear that stuff. Let me show you how it's done. I come home, I said to you, listen, girl was pretty, that's it, it's done. I'm good to go. You know, I don't want to long it. But that also just shows us about men. Men think women can't handle the truth. So we don't tell them the truth. Because actually, as he said it, it wasn't the full truth, was it? Because at the end, when you spoke to Dr. Nicole, you exposed it all. Right? You exposed it all. Whereas when she was exposing it to you, you didn't want to listen, but she exposed the same thing to Dr. Nicole later on at the end. But in your case, you've waited till you got to Dr. Nicole to expose it. Why? Because you feel she can't handle the truth. So you didn't expose it. So you said, obviously, yeah, she can't compare to you, but that wasn't the full truth. You said that she ain't got a bunda. You said that she's sexy. Do you know what I mean? Like, you said a bunch of different things. So that shows me that you felt like she can't handle the truth, because men often think that they cannot that women cannot handle the truth. The reason why is they feel like that is because they're actually projecting. A lot of us men project. We assume women can't handle the truth. Now, don't get it twisted. There are women that can't handle the truth. You tell them there's something, they blow it out of proportion. But the truth of the matter is, the reason why you think they can't handle the truth is because you can't handle the truth. We saw that with him personally from the first episode.
Saddens me that I could be okay with you going on a date with another girl. And
she said some really interesting things that I think really needed to be addressed. She said, obviously, you know, she didn't feel bad and didn't feel a way about him going on a date. Now, this for me is, I'm going to put it this way. What she's saying is, I'm leaving, I haven't left. Let me make it very clear to you. I'm leaving, I haven't left. Listen, I'm leaving means my mindset is going away. Right now, I'm being pushed away, or I'm feeling pulled away due to what's happening in the relationship, right? I'm disconnected, as Dr. Nicole said it, I'm disconnecting from the relationship, right? I've not disconnected. Do you understand? I'm in the process of it. I have not fully done it. And what that means is basically the damage is not irreversible. I just need you to be on point and start doing some things to bring it back. But, and I believe that, you know, Hollywood can hear that, but what he's hearing is you've left, not that you're leaving. Yeah. And so the fear begins to kick in and then when you begin to fear, you stop listening. You see, it's hard to listen when you're in fear because you're going into your natural instincts, which is to what? Fight, flight, freeze. You understand? But actually what you need to do is the L, listen, slow down. You know what I mean? Like Bobby Valentino would say, slow it all the way down and be like, okay, cool. What is it you're actually saying to me? A lot of our fights are happening because we don't understand the why of the person we're talking to. We don't understand the why of the argument or the debate of the person we're talking to. And so now we're frustrated and we go into our mode of natural instinct. Do you get it? Yeah. And so when she's saying she doesn't feel a way about him going on a date, she's actually trying to prompt him and warn him, I'm being disconnected. I'm disconnecting. Like, I don't feel about where you're going to date, right? And so when she says that, what happens to him? He says, oh, fine, you know, that's fine. It's good. It's good. It is what it is, whatever. And she says to him, listen, I don't want it to be.
I want it to be whatever.
It's gonna be that, but you talking about it don't make you feel some type
I know, but
of
see,
way.
I don't need you to puff. Don't puff.
When she says that, what she's saying to you is, bro, listen to me. I do not want the relationship to end. I'm trying to highlight to you. I'm trying to warn you, like the warning signs on your car flashing, that there's going to be a problem. We've been going at this pace for a long time, and now I'm coming to the end of my strength. You understand? And so I need you to listen so that you can bring the change that's necessary so that I can also function in this relationship at my full capacity, so I can be healthy in this relationship. But Hollywood isn't hearing that because he's in fear. And so his response is, it is what it is, whatever, man. I'm going to move on with it. Like, do you know what I mean? Right? And we hear this several times in this episode, right?
Don't be that, but you talking about it don't make you feel some type
I know, but
of
see,
way.
I don't need you to puff. Don't puff.
He's missing it because of the pride and the ego and the fear of pain that is clouding his judgment. And so he says, oh, he's getting more sparked, you know, because obviously I like this, I'm getting more sparked. But no, you're getting more annoyed. You're not learning, you're getting more annoyed. And because you're not hearing the person. What you're hearing is what you feel, right? Is that the person has left and is not leaving. And not understanding that in the leaving, you can stop the person from leaving, right? And so you're trying to protect yourself from being hurt by her by her saying she's left, even though she hasn't said that just yet, right? You're trying to anticipate and cushion the blow.
To be honest with you.
And I like that.
And I want to be able to express my feelings without you puffing and flipping.
I don't want the boundaries no more. If you want to.
And so she says, you know, I want to be honest with you. I want to be honest with you. Yeah. But he misses it again. He says, if you want to go, you can go. If you want to go, you can go. You know, for the streets, go on then with your bad self. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, like, again, your pride and your ego is blocking you from listening to what she said. I want to be honest with you. So, brother, open your ears. Take it constructively. Learn that she's not trying to kill you or hurt you. Learn that she's trying to actually speak to you and wants you to understand. And you know, this is why she says, she like later on said,
to be honest with you.
And I like that.
And I want to be able to express my feelings without you puffing and flipping.
you know, she can't marry him because she can't connect. She can't connect right now. And why can't she connect? Because every time she goes to express her emotions and how she feels, he decides that he's feeling a certain type of way. And that is a big issue in a relationship. That's a huge issue because it blocks the person from being open and honest and vulnerable. Remember, I keep telling you guys about safe spaces. This is what we're talking about. A safe space requires you to be non-judgmental, non-biased, and be a listener and be understanding. And that you listen not to respond, but to hear what the person's point is. And if you're able to hear it, you should be able to regurgitate and be able to say back to me what my point was with understanding. And then you bring your point in. If you can't bring in what my point actually was and you just respond, you weren't listening. Yeah, you were listening to respond. Okay, and so she's saying, I cannot connect. I can't marry you if I can't connect. I'm not getting that emotional connection from you. You're physically good. You're sexually good. You know, you're good on the finances, whatever. You know, you're all of these stuff, but emotionally, you're not connected with me because you're not listening. And so when you're not listening, I'm not being seen and I'm not being heard. And on top of that, when I do begin to bring out my points to you, you're now getting annoyed. So now I feel like I'm even a problem because now when I bring out my points, you're frustrated with me. So we'll deal with the next part where they talk about Dr. Nicole and we'll deal with some real stuff again. Guys, leave your comments down below. We want to see it so we can use it in the next kind of videos as well. Appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. More love.